Okay, for the outlining part, this had been taking me a long time. I had multiple videos of me trying to get a base or whatever and get the right drawing because I did not like any of the bases I had none, and the ideas that I had came up with was covering her chest or whatever, which wasn't really allowed because I had to show my the details from this drawing. I did take a base, but I mean technically I'm drawing over it. I don't know. I mean I tried my best on this drawing. I know I've done better. But I had fun doing this drawing. I enjoyed doing the coloring because we had to memorize the colors, and memorizing the colors were actually kind of easy for me. This was much easier than I thought. I'm not sure if I got anything wrong, but I felt like I got everything right. Probably not the shoes though. The skin, I remembered it was like a darkish tan, and the hair was like dark. And I definitely remember that her eyes were like blue because that stood out the most to me. So yeah, I also enjoyed coloring details, like her shirt detail of the moon and her socks, how they had a pattern. Her shoes tricked me the most because they had like a weird pattern, and it was something like light green and dark green, and I wasn't sure what to do. But with her bow, that was pretty easy to remember from, what is that called? Moki Moki Toki, whatever, Doki Doki. But I'm actually pretty impressed with myself how I drew this moon on her shirt, and it actually came like as if it was, well, for me it looked like more as if there was wrinkles basically. Yeah. I was kind of distracted half the time I was drawing because I was watching like YouTube and I was kind of enjoying myself, and I think this is the best, like not the best, but the most funnest drawing I've ever done in a while, because I'm usually stuck with art block, if you would know me. Her pants was pretty fun to do with the details. I remember there being stripes, and there was like light and dark, and then I remember the ruffles being like a kind of a purplish. I think I should have done lighter, but yeah, I remember her socks being pink with red roses. With the red roses, I just did a glob of red, and then I went over with the darker red to make it like kind of a rose, which I have done. Her shoes, I remember the bottom part of her shoes being like a light purple or a yellow, not yellow, but a pink, and so that kind of got me. For her nails, I wasn't sure if they were colored, so I kind of just went with the light green for them. Shading, I didn't really want to spend a lot of time doing multiple layers of shading, so I just put the thing lower, forgot the name, and used different colors like a dark red or a dark blue to match it. And I wasn't really impressed with her fingers, to be honest. I didn't really have a certain spot where the shade was coming from. I'm usually more into that, but I didn't pay attention. I was kind of going with like the shade goes wherever it should, or like how it felt like going. Because I think if I was actually doing like the shading, like working on it, I would put the shading more like where her back is, because at the end I end up adding lights that's from the front of her. On her cheeks I also added stars because I kind of forgot to. They don't really look like stars, my bad. I remember she was freckly, and I always like enjoyed putting like a little bit of lighting in my drawings. It's just fun. So I quickly added little lines. I ended up putting it like lighter because it felt a little bit too strong. And sometimes I do leave it strong out, but this time I had to change it. But I had really a lot of fun with this, so thank you for letting me be in the challenge.